Hello there, my dear friend. In this video, you're in for a treat as we delve into the transformations of the actors from the iconic movie The Breakfast Club, 1985. Get ready to discover their real names and ages. We'll take a trip down memory lane to see how they appeared back then and catch up with their current looks in 2023. If you enjoy what you see, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Without further ado, let's get started. Emilio Estevez played Andrew Clark, a high school wrestler and typical jock in the film. Interestingly, Estevez was originally cast for the part of John Bender, but director John Hughes recast him for the role of Andrew Clark. Estevez, part of the Brat Pack of 80s actors, appeared in various iconic films, including The Outsiders, Repo Man, and The Mighty Ducks. Born on May 12, 1962, in New York City, Estevez is now 61 years old and recently reprised his role as Coach Gordon Bombay in the Mighty Ducks TV series. Paul Gleason played Richard Vernon, a stern and humorless vice principal who had no tolerance for pranks or misbehavior. Gleason was a versatile actor, with roles in TV shows like All My Children and movies such as Trading Places, Die Hard, and Van Wilder. Additionally, he made a guest appearance in a season 6 episode of Friends, titled The One That Could Have Been, where he portrayed Jack, Phoebe's boss at an investment firm. Unfortunately, Paul Gleason's life was cut short when he succumbed to lung cancer linked to asbestos exposure on May 27, 2006, at the age of 67. Sheedy portrayed Allison Reynolds. In film, Allison willingly lands herself in detention, claiming she has no better way to spend her time. Initially, she remains quiet, but as the film progresses, she gradually opens up. She's notably the only student in the film who refrains from using profanity. Following her role in The Breakfast Club, Sheedy starred alongside her co-star from the film, Judd Nelson, in St. Elmo's Fire. In 2003, she appeared in an episode of The Dead Zone. She also earned an Independent Spirit Award for Best Female Lead in the 1998 film, High Art. Born on June 13, 1962, in New York City, Sheedy is currently 61 years old. Anthony Michael Hall portrayed Brian Johnson, the academically focused brain of The Breakfast Club. Despite his nerdy persona, he had a fake ID to vote. Hall's rise to fame was boosted by director John Hughes, who cast him in other films like 16 Candles and Weird Science. To avoid typecasting, Hall declined roles in Hughes' subsequent films. He also had recurring roles on TV, including The Dead Zone, Community, Psych, Murder in the First, and The Blacklist. Born on April 14, 1968, in Boston, he's now 55 years old. John Kapelos portrayed Carl Reed, the spirited janitor in The Breakfast Club. Carl had a love-hate relationship with his job, the staff, and the students. Kapelos, with an extensive film, TV, and stage career, was discovered by John Hughes while he was a member of the resident company at Chicago's legendary Second City. Recently, he appeared in the superhero series, The Umbrella Academy, as Jack Ruby. Kapelos is a multi-talented artist, being a writer, composer, and musician with 2 CDs of his own music. Born on March 8, 1956, in London, Ontario, he is now 67 years old. Judd Nelson portrayed John Bender, the criminal of The Breakfast Club, who initially comes across as a tough guy with no respect for anyone or anything. Bender enjoys making the others feel uncomfortable, but as the film develops, he shows a softer side. Nelson also played significant roles in St. Elmo's Fire, Billionaire Boys Club, New Jack City, Empire, Suddenly Susan, and The Transformers, among others. He's also an author of 4 books released on Kindle. Born on November 28, 1959, in Portland, Maine, he is now 62 years old. Molly Ringwald played Claire Standish, the affluent and popular high school princess in The Breakfast Club. She lands in detention for cutting class to go shopping and grapples with peer pressure and family issues. Ringwald became an iconic face of the 80s with roles in various John Hughes coming-of-age films, notably 16 Candles and Pretty in Pink. Fluent in French, Ringwald also acted in French movies. Besides her acting career, she's a successful author with national bestsellers. A new generation discovered her as Mary Andrews on Riverdale. Born on February 18, 1968, in Roseville, California, she is now 55 years old. John Hughes, the renowned writer, producer, and director, played a brief cameo as Brian's father in The Breakfast Club. He appeared in the scene where he picks up Brian after detention. Hughes was a prolific filmmaker responsible for some of the most significant blockbusters of the 1980s and 1990s, including National Lampoon's Vacation, Planes, Trains and Automobiles, Home Alone, and more. Two of his films, The Breakfast Club and Ferris Bueller's Day Off, were selected for the National Film Registry by the Library of Congress for their cultural, historical, and aesthetic significance. Sadly, Hughes passed away from a heart attack on August 5, 2009, at the age of 59. So which character from The Breakfast Club best characterized you as a student? Popular. A brainiac. An athlete. Rebellious. Introverted. Don't forget to share your answer with us by leaving a comment below. Thank you for watching Nostalgia Hit. Please remember to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, as it greatly helps the channel. Why not check out another video listed on the screen now? Until next time.